Kids heading back to their classrooms have a lot on their shoulders. You just have to listen to them and be patient. They may not be talking about the horrible mass shooting in Uvalde, but it's likely on their minds. And their feelings are more complicated than back-to-school jitters. My next guests have help for getting their kids up to speed and ready to return to that classroom.
What kind of counseling, what kind of direction, Doctors Barad and McCain, can you give parents as they enter this new school year?
I think that's the biggest thing. I'm so excited. I've been knowing Dr. Holly for years and years and years. So she partnered with my church, House of Prayer and Life. And we said, look, we got to do something different for these kids to make sure that they're ready to go back. And she jumped in. She has her impact counseling and wellness group that's going to be out there actually talking mental health, talking, conversation starters and things like that. So parents know what to do going into this year and having those uncomfortable but much needed conversations. So that's what Dr. Holly has been doing for over 25 years professionally. So I leaned on my sister friend and she jumped on in to be there with us this coming Saturday.
And tell us what parents can expect when they get there.
Well, lots of things. Well, one of the things that we want to do is we want to let them know that they have support from the community. Dr. Barad is a career educator. She is licensed and certified on many levels in the academic system, all the way up to superintendency. So she can advise them, on many levels if they have any questions about what to expect or what to ask for from their schools. On the other hand, for the counseling piece, we'll be able to talk to them about what resources they can receive at the school from the school counselors, because they don't just do scheduling and graduation plans anymore. They also provide that mental health component at the school, almost as a first stop. And if the children need more services, then they would refer them to outside agencies such as Impact Counseling and Wellness and other professional counselors in the area.
Now, how important do you guys make it to parents out there? Take your child's concerns seriously. Don't just blow them off, whether we're talking about being bullied in school or just being afraid of what could happen in the classroom as a result of what we saw in Uvalde. Do you hit that message home with parents who may be old school and like, just take your ass to school, that's what my parents did, get over it. But sometimes you have to listen to those children.
Yes, yeah. But one of the things that we have to consider is it's a new day. When we were coming up, it wasn't we did not have the problems that the children of today face. And parents need to not be afraid, not, I'm going to appear to be corny, or, my child is not going to take me seriously, or this is so uncomfortable that we'll just sweep it under the rug. That's not the approach. The best approach is a direct approach. And I'm just going to ask all the parents to channel their inner Florida and James Evans, and we're just going to hit it from the beginning, head on. And they, although they were TV characters, they were wonderful examples of how we don't sweep anything under the rug. And as soon as parents get involved at the level that they need to be involved, things get resolved fairly quickly without, a catastrophe in most cases. But Dr. B has so much experience in the school system with parents and teachers and faculty and staff. So what would you recommend?
Isaiah, you've been knowing me for a while, and I shoot straight from the hip. First, we got to start with you and your child not smoking weed and hanging out and partying together. Let's just, Isaiah, you know me very well. I'm really honest. We need parents to be parents and not be friends.
Right.
So once we can start to do that, then we can start having those real conversations. And that's another thing Dr. Holly and I have been really big on. We met this amazing lady who's a school officer for HISD. Her name is Paula Pierre. She is one of those individuals. We have a lot of tough conversations, Isaiah, but she's been so great with giving us all of those supports. And that's why we're going to have counseling specialists at the event on Saturday. Let's have some real conversations about what we can really do to help our kids. What are those conversations other than pass me a blunt? Like we have to be able to target it differently, and we have to make it so if a kid really is feeling bullied, we don't want the parent to say, well, go to school and whoop the Like we don't want
Right.
that to be said. We need them to be able to have a fair shake and a fair fight to making sure that kids be successful, so we don't have a Uvalde. But come on, Isaiah, we can be clear. You remember a couple years ago, we had a stabbing right here in Houston at Decaney High School. I mean, at Spring High School. So
Yes.
we got to be for real and have these real conversations. And we can't continue to put our kids in life and death situations. We got to be able to hit it in the classrooms. We got to be able to hit it in the community. We got to be able to hit it in clubs and organizations, in sports and athletics. We got to be well-rounded and making sure our kids have the support they need.
We want to thank you both. And really quick, before we go, give us the details of the event and if parents need to sign up first.
There is absolutely no sign up. We're going to be out there. Kelly Rowland did an amazing Radio 1 interview this week, also inviting everybody out. So we're going to be there from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the House of Prayer and Life. It's 784 Davidson Street, right there in Acres Home, right there on Tidwell and Shepherd. And we're going to be out there. Dr. Holly's going to be out there. We're going to be doing vision boards with kids. We're going to be packing up school supplies to be delivered directly to campuses. We have uniforms that'll be ready. This is a place where you can come and get what you need so we can start the 22-23 school year off with a bang.